What is going on, guys? Chris here, or Mighty Furtado, and today I'm actually going to be doing a response video that I've kind of been meaning to do for a while now. For those of you who don't know me, obviously, let me put that on silent. For those of you who don't know me, obviously you guys know me as Chris or Mighty Furtado. But before I've always been Mighty Furtado. But before I actually started making videos on YouTube, I was actually one of the co-creators of a fan website, thekingofhate.com. Now this website was actually devoted, not really devoted, I wouldn't want to say devoted. It was made for, as you can tell, Darkside Phil, DSP Gaming, or the King of Hate, whatever you want to call him these days. I'll just call him Phil, for short terms, and to keep the video going faster. So back, I believe in 2008 or 9, I actually approached Phil, wanting to create a website for him with a buddy of mine, Tio. He is another co-creator of the website. I actually wanted to, start making a website for him because I was kind of into, web design as well as computer technician. I'll talk about that later on. And I kind of want to fast forward into this, or like get it going faster. So, I approached him, I believe in 2008, 2009, asking him if we could make a fan website for him, and he said, yeah, everything's cool. And we actually obviously charged them no fee. We didn't really charge anybody. Tio had some knowledge of creating websites, and so did I. So we made the website. We actually got a template off a template form, I believe, or it was a website, and then we obviously launched the forums as well. So that all launched pretty fine. And then in 2011, I was actually taking a co-op placement. If you guys don't know what co-op placement is, basically here in Canada, there is a course that you can take during high school. I'm not in high school anymore, but there's a course that you can take in high school where you can kind of go into a field where you actually want to go after college. So let's say I'm not doing actually computer technician anymore, but at the time I wanted to be a computer technician. Now I'm actually going for business and marketing, so I'm actually starting that in September. But let's say if you wanted to go into computer technician, your school or the program itself would find a placement for you in a workplace, so you could experience the jobs hands-on, and you could work with some of the people that work for this company or wherever you decide to want to take your co-op placement at. So at the time I was actually taking a co-op placement at a computer store near my school, near my house, near me basically. And I told Phil, since I'm getting some experience, do you want me and Tio to create you a computer? Because, we saw that he was getting bigger, he's getting more views and more subscribers, and there was a lot of PC games that a lot of his fans were asking for to play. And he actually got The Witcher 2 on the PC, but I think that was because we were building him a computer. So basically, I'll tell you guys the specs and what we built into the computer and so on. So basically, into the computer, it was a CM Storm case. I think it was a medium tower size. The motherboard was an Asus Sabertooth X57. I believe it's X57 at the time. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. So Asus Sabertooth motherboard. It had a 700 watt power supply. It had a Vega GeForce 460. I'm not too sure if it was a Ti or if it was just regular 460. And I believe it had. So you got the Sabertooth motherboard, Intel i7 2600K, which was actually a pretty good processor at the time. And then there was the RAM. Now, I'm actually going to tell you a story about the RAM before I get continuing on with the story. So basically, at that time, I was obviously pretty much a noob at building computers, and I actually bought a triple channel set RAM for his computer, but the Asus Sabertooth motherboard, I think, only takes dual channel. So obviously that was my mistake, and at that time there was only 8 gigs working on the motherboard when there should have been 12, I believe. So you got your 4 gigs equals 12 gigabytes of RAM, and I obviously messed it up because I was a noob at the time. I was basically studying computer technician at that time, and I was still learning from early experience. And then we finished that around, I believe it was March or April or May, one of those 3 months. I know it was in the spring. So we finished that and we sent it out. I actually paid for the shipping, and I actually tell you guys the story basically, just to fast forward because that's basically the end. So basically, Darkside Phil started actually direct capture a couple months ago, and if you guys aren't a follower of him, he was actually, the way he used to record his videos, he would use a tripod as well as a camcorder to record his TV screen. Yes, I know why, don't even ask me. So, you know, basically he wanted to adopt. Now, he said that he wanted to adopt when he got a bigger place for him and his girlfriend, but obviously from the peer pressure from his fans and from people viewing his videos, he adopted quite early, and he started adapting to direct capture. So he went out of his way one day. I believe a friend of his best friend, John Rambo, actually came. And John Rambo's a pretty cool guy. You know, I was actually on his podcast once, and he's a really cool guy. And there's nothing negative towards him because I think he's a lamb. He's a cool guy. So, anyways, enough about that. So one day he was actually wanting to live stream with him and John Rambo, and he went out to Best Buy and got some equipment. So I think he ended up getting the POG HD PVR2. And then he actually ended up getting a Snowball microphone, which is the black microphone. It's not like the one I have, the Blue Yeti. It's a Blue Snowball, it's a black one, I believe. I'm not too sure what it actually looks like. And then they were setting up the live stream, and they actually did direct capture live stream on his Twitch channel. And so yeah, basically he adopted to direct capture as well as live streaming. So basically, some of you might be wondering, why am I making this video? Now, I'm making this video because there's been really a big video that's actually been released, and I'll actually show you guys right now. That's a lot of controversy has kind of been started. So basically, there's this YouTuber, Evil AJ 2010. Now, he's actually a pretty cool guy. I sent him a message because of this video that he made. There's actually two videos that I actually want to talk about, but there are other ones that I will show you. Now, the first two videos, or the first video, it's kind of a two-parter. It's called "This Is How You Don't Play Metal Gear Solid 3, MGS3." Now, basically, what this video is basically showing Phil playing Metal Gear Solid 3 and him blaming the game as well as Kojima for basically everything that's his fault. So in this video, it's a 2.5-hour video, and some people might be wondering, why is it 2.5 hours? Because basically what Evil AJ did was he took bits and pieces where Phil would blame the video game, or he would blame Hideo Kojima for for the game's fault, and obviously it's his fault because he doesn't know how to read on-screen instructions, and he's, I honestly don't know what else. So yeah, there's this video, and then there was actually this How You Don't Play Metal Gear Solid 2. Now, there's actually a couple other videos that were released. One of them was actually released by a pretty big YouTube channel. I'll actually try to link it to you guys right here. It's that. I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm pretty much illiterate. It's Retspure. I think that's how you pronounce it. They're a pretty well-known channel. They got about 70k subs, and yeah, so I'm subscribed to them as well. So basically, there was these two videos that were created showing the lack of skill that Phil has. Now, during the beginning of the Let's Play, or the playthrough that he did, he instantly said that he wasn't adapted to the Metal Gear Solid series because he didn't play them before. But, knowing Phil, he still likes to blame the game itself and the creator, Hideo Kojima. So that actually sparked a pretty big controversy, which I'll show you guys right now. There was actually two videos. One of them was his Ask the King, and basically what Ask the King is a monthly series that he does asking or answering fan questions. And he actually went on a rant. I'll actually get it for you guys real quick. If I can get it for you. I don't want it to open up. It's going to open up a new one. Actually, what I'll do, back that up. Back that ass up, bitch. I don't know why I just said that. I don't know. Sometimes my mind dwindles. So basically, yeah, this video is this is actually a second part video, and he goes on a 20-minute rant, kind of bashing Evil AJ 2010 for no apparent reason. Evil AJ decided to make this video because he thought it would be funny, and everybody knows Phil likes to blame video games, or the game itself, for his own problems that he makes, or the own, how would I say it, trying to think of a word here, his own mistakes that he makes at the video game, and he likes to blame either the developer of the game, or the developers of the game, or the game itself. But who knows why? I don't know. So yeah, basically he went on a rant bashing Evil AJ out of nowhere, saying things like he should be checked into a mental institution because he made a 2.5-hour video of Phil, sucking at Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Why he would say that, I don't know. You're 30 years old. You're telling somebody who made a 2.5-hour video to check into a mental institution for no apparent reason, because you directly know how long it took somebody to make this video of you sucking bad at this game. I don't know. So let's actually continue on. There was actually another video that I actually want to talk about, which was, I believe, oh yes, DSP tries a camera and direct capture. So basically this video, Evil AJ actually kind of shows how much of an asshole Phil is towards myself and Tio for creating his computer. I'm not going to really go through the whole video because I kind of want to make this video as short as possible, even though I know I'm not. But if you guys do want to watch any of these videos, I will link them down in the description below. But basically this video kind of shows some of the chat log that was that he said to me, because I was in the live stream chat, and he basically says that the computer that we built him was a lemon because there was a scratch on the door, which there wasn't because we packaged the computer really well with bubble wrap and a lot of foam that they use to ship out computers across the country, and so there was no crack, there was nothing, the computer was fine 100%. He said that one of the cooling fans was unscrewed, but that was, wasn't our fault because, we obviously, if we're making a computer for either be for Phil or, somebody who actually comes into a store and buys a computer or like buys parts for a computer and they want it pre-built because they don't have the time to do it, we're not going to fucking sell a computer or give out a computer where the parts don't end up working, because not only does it look bad for you, but it looks bad for the company as well. Even though Phil had really nothing to do with the company, it was practice for me. I wouldn't make myself or the company look bad just because, because I did that. It's stupid. He's obviously just making up lies to make himself feel better, and that's basically it. So he goes on to say that he spent hundreds of dollars, it's almost 7 a.m. and it doesn't work. He was basically crying like a man-child that he is, bashing me for obviously the problems that I've caused, because there weren't other people who've kind of told him to get with the times and get with direct capture and live streaming, because this isn't 2012 and 2013, even though it is 2013, but he kind of, was going up for it in 2012 as well. So basically, that's this video. Like I said, if you guys don't want to see it, he just likes to bash me for no apparent reason. It's doing this because the PC was always a piece of shit. Chris and Teal built me a lemon. Yeah, because at that time the Intel i7 2600K wasn't good. We know we could have done the video card a bit higher. We could have actually went with the 560 Ti, because on this computer that I'm using right now, I have a two 560 Ti's slide, and it actually works amazing. But we could have done that, but then again, we actually only got sent $1,500. And actually we also requested another $100 because Tio wanted to buy a water cooling fan for the CPU, because the stock Intel fan wasn't really working that well. So we actually requested about $100 to $125 more to be sent to us so we can actually buy him the water cooling fan, which was, I believe, the I forget what the company's name is. I'm trying to remember it actually. It was the I just had it on the tip of my tongue and I just lost it. Anyways, it was a water cooling fan, so obviously it was a bit more expensive, and it was better than using a stock Intel fan. But yeah, so basically, there's actually another video I wanted to show you guys, if I can find it. I think it was the lying video. I'm trying to see where I can find. Oh, this one right here. Oh, this is beautiful. This is just beautiful. I love it. Oh, damn it. Okay, that's good. So basically, this video right here, Phil makes a comment on Ask the King video. I think it's right here. So what I'll do is actually kind of show you guys so it's not made up. Let me just check here. I'm just going to make sure that everything's loaded. Alright, so what we'll do, the King of Hate, we'll actually see if one of his comments are here. This might be it. Oh, here we go. So, as you can see here, Chris did not make the website, Tio did. False. Me and Tio both did the website, we split the work 50-50. And the current site is completely coded by foes. The homepage is actually completely coded by foes. The forms are still the same. I paid Chris over $3,000 to make my PC. Not only did so, and only did so as a favor for an employment program to help him out. So he is right about one thing. It was for a co-op program actually, but the 3K is bullshit. He delivered me a machine with cracks. False. There was no cracks on the machine. Like I stated before, if I'm building a computer either for you or for a customer at that current time, we wouldn't make the computer broken, or we wouldn't deliver the computer that was broken. 2 dead USB ports. False. All USB ports were working at the time. 8 or so gigs of non-working RAM. I actually corrected myself earlier in the video where I stated that it was actually my own fault for buying triple channel RAM. It was a noobish mistake. And a loose cooling fan, obviously lying again. I could have gotten better for far less elsewhere. Chris then hated on me on the forums for being lazy to direct capture, then never apologized. You were grossly misinformed, dummy. Yes, because I should apologize you because I was trying to help you earn more money from direct capturing as well as live streaming. Because not only did your fans and other people who saw your videos complain about fucking filming a camcorder on your glorious TV, not only, you know, being shitty, but people wanted you to upgrade at the time. So basically, you're saying I should apologize for you making more money. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I think he has something wrong with him and he needs to get himself checked out. Phil, Evil AJ 2010 shouldn't be checked out. You should be, because you're the one who consistently keeps lying. Now, before I actually continue on, I'll actually show you guys real quick. Now, he says he paid over $3K to make my PC. Now, I'm getting a little bit angry inside because I hate people who continue to lie, and especially Phil himself, because somebody with over 160K subscribers, you shouldn't be lying like this, because when videos like this get created exposing you, you should be worried, because not only are people hating on you, but more people will continue hating on you. So he said that he paid $3K to build his PC. Now, let me actually fast forward onto the video and you will see the following pic was screen capped by Chris. Let me kind of get to it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but April 23rd, 2011, payment from Philip Burnell completed. $1,213.45. That's USD. Basically, when that actually converted into Canadian dollars, I'm pretty sure it was like $1,100. So basically, all the parts that we got into his computer cost us around $1,100 or something like that. And then, we, like I said, we actually asked for about 125 to 50 more for the water cooling fan. And that's basically it. There's really not much else to talk about. There are other videos that you guys can see, donations. This actually kind of happened recently. Basically, Phil, or actually on Twitch.tv, there's a subscription option that you can get on your Twitch TV channel. And basically those who can get it are people that are consistently live streaming as well as pulling in a lot of viewers. And so he got this donation button, as I like to call it, as well. Basically, you can subscribe to his channel for $5 a month, where you get no ads and you get a nice little icon next to your name. And people who actually are subscribing to Phil should get their money back, because I can name you hundreds of different channels on Twitch TV that, you know, deserve the $5, because not only do you not get to see the ads, you get that icon too, but you're also in monthly prizes for giveaways. You can be able to play with these people. Do you honestly think Phil, Darkside Phil, or DSP Gaming is actually gonna let his fans play with him in games? Do you really think? Sure, he's done his fan appreciation times, or his fan appreciation days, but honestly, you know what his excuse is gonna be? There's too many games coming out. I don't have time. There's too many games. I gotta play this game. I gotta play that game. I gotta play this game. And do you honestly think he's gonna get prizes or you know items to give away to people? No, because that's not Phil. He's a cheap bastard. He's a man-child and he needs to grow up. People are exposing him because he's like this, and he needs to really stop. Especially coming from somebody who's built him or who's co-created his website, built him his computer at the time. Do you really think that this is going to be positive for him? Of course not. It's going to look negative on his part. And, you know, he just doesn't care, because everybody knows that he adopted this direct capture so he can live stream, because he knows that now that you can live stream, you can actually make more money. And, you know, from the research that I've done, more people are live streaming nowadays, because when you live stream, you actually are not able to control your ads, but you're able to send commercials. You can send a commercial every 30 seconds. So let's say you are streaming for 6 hours a day, and every half an hour you can send a commercial. You can start a commercial. Let's say you got 1,500 people, and let's say maybe 1,000 of those people watch the commercial. There's money every half an hour. In those other 500 people either are turbo members or premium members or subscribers, or they have ad block. So he knows that you can make probably more money live streaming than you can on YouTube. So basically, obviously it is his job and he needs to find ways to make revenue. But when you're constantly lying to your fans, bashing your fans, and treating them like shit, you get exposed. I used to follow Phil because I used to be a big fan of him, but when I see videos like this exposing him, I don't know how people can actually still be fans of him. I think it's disgusting, and I think he either needs to apologize to me. I shouldn't be the one apologizing to him because I was actually helping him make money. So you should be apologizing to me, and you should be apologizing to your fans, because not only will people still be or continue exposing you, it'll just get worse for you in the end. You're constantly losing views on YouTube. The only time that you're actually getting views is when you start a playthrough their first part. Everybody knows that. It's basically facts. Whenever you start part 1 of whatever game you're playing, there's going to be a lot of views because people want to see the first part or the first 10 minutes of gameplay. So basically that is what it is. I'm no longer a fan of Phil. I don't really follow his live streams or his YouTube channel, but when this stuff actually started getting out, I just had to really get on it because I enjoyed, or I wouldn't say enjoyed because that sounds a little creepy. It kind of made me happy that people were exposing for Phil who he really is. At the start, when I first created his website, I thought he was an amazing guy. He was a poo guy. He was a really cool guy, you know. But later on, he just got more disgusting. At the time, he just became so filthy. When that money started rolling in, he just became more filthy. And I don't know what to say. I'm pretty shocked that, you know, somebody who you've made a website for and who you've built a PC for can turn out to be like this. I don't know what to say, but basically that's my kind of take on this whole controversy that's going on regarding Phil. But if anybody that's watching this video, if you would like a question answered that I didn't answer in this video, please leave a comment down below, and I'll actually list all the videos down in the description below so you can actually take a look. I think things like this need to be done so the people can actually see for themselves, or the person who's actually who the videos are being made for, they can see for themselves that people are paying attention. We're not stupid. So, you know, either you fix yourself, or you're going to continue to get hate and you're going to continue to get negativity onto your channel because you're doing stupid things. Don't treat us that we're all like your fan base, because basically Phil's fan base nowadays consists of 12 to 14-year-olds. Occasionally you got your more mature audience, but basically that's what his fan base is. And obviously if your fan base is between those ages, they don't care, they just want to watch the content. But when your more mature fans are actually paying attention to see what's actually going on, then people are going to start realizing, oh, this guy's a fucking prick, you know, he's obviously doing it for the money. And basically it is what it is, you know. I'm trying my best to stay cool. I am cool, you know, not cool, but I'm cool. I'm on the low key. But, you know, like I said, things like this need to happen in order for the person themselves, so they can get a reality check and actually see, oh shit, you know, people are actually starting to notice or starting to know what's going on. So basically it is what it is. But anyways, guys, like I said, if you have any questions regarding this whole situation, just leave a comment down below, and I'll try to answer some questions that I wasn't able to answer. And like I said, I'll leave all those videos that are on the top in the description below. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. You know, and thank you for, I've actually received a couple messages from people saying, you know, I don't know how you kept your cool with that when, you know, Phil was bashing me over the PC and the stuff I did for him. But like I said, I'm a chill guy. I don't really get overheated that much, and I like to remain positive. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.